everybody. I hope you're having a great start to your week. Welcome to Monday Live. Got to get some Stampin' Lips here. Ooh, let's try some of my new ones. Let's just see here, shall we? I have been, running errands all day. And, ooh, I like this one. I had to get my nails done because there was an incident this weekend. And let's just say they were not camera ready. Ooh, how do you open these? Oh, there we go. So luckily my nail lady got me in. All right. Well, hello everyone. It's so good to see you guys. So my nail lady also does eyebrow waxes, and I get my eyebrows waxed like every other time. But today, I don't know if I have a unibrow or if I just, I don't know. The part that she seemed to take the most off was in the middle. And I'm like, is there anything even there? So anyway, that was interesting. But, oh, Teresa, thank you so much. You're so sweet. I appreciate it. I feel like my in-betweens are like missing. Like, where is there used to be hair there? Have you guys ever gotten your eyebrows done? It's I think it's the anticipation that's the worst part, because you're like, when's she gonna rip it off? So anyway, have I ever had them threaded? No, and I don't even get that. But no, I have not. It's so funny that I like, whenever I see threaded, the visual I have in my brain is something very different from what's happening. And let's just say my visual is not removing hair. So anyway, but I don't know. My daughter wanted to do it. I don't know if she ever did. She's really funny. She like can't or won't or whatever pluck her eyebrows. And let's just say sometimes everybody could use a little grooming. So I also am wondering, I know y'all have this, where you have like a little hair that grows somewhere in this vicinity, typically. And I have one that comes out of this mole right here. And I'm always waiting for it to pop out so I can get it. Is this TMI? Probably. Like, who talks about that? Ooh, you have them threaded and you love it. Yeah, it's my husband does not seem to have these problems, or if he does not care. Yet I care. Actually, I think when he's gotten his hair cut before, they've offered to like trim his eyebrows for him, but we're talking like trim. Anyway. I will say my aunt got eyebrow or eyeliner tattooed to her eyes, and I think that must be let's just say a regret. I don't know if she watches my channel, but she's commented on it before. So anyway, I think it was blue, and maybe that's the color that was probably okay back in the day, but maybe not so much now. I don't know. I really believe that a tattoo is a lifelong decision. You really have to be sure. And yes, Joy, I think it sounds painful too. And no, I can get my eyebrows waxed, but I can't imagine somebody tattoo. Like, first of all, it would feel like I can hardly handle the eye. I've never got LASIK eye surgery, which probably would have done me well, but I couldn't imagine doing it because like I don't know that they make enough Valium for that kind of procedure. I know a lot of people swear by it, but I don't know. I just can't. I can't go there. But anyway, can you believe all the stuff we've talked about in just this first 6 minutes? You just never know what you're going to get at the Creativity Cave. It could be anything. So anyway, well, I've got some really fun projects. In fact, I literally was messing around with one of them right up to going live. So let me set this aside. We're going to make a trucking project. I'm so excited. And it's just going to be a great day to stamps. I also, I forgot to do this last week. I felt really bad. I've got some cards to share with you too that have come in my mailbox, and a gift package to die for. In fact, I've been holding out on this gift package so that I could show it before I could use it. And so I'm really anxious to share it so that I can start using it. Okay, because actually I've been chomping at the bit. I might have snuck one. I cannot tell a lie. So anyway, okay, so I'm just gonna tidy up the mess that I made here. We haven't even started yet, and I already have a mess. Well, that's actually a lot of the time. But I think you guys are going to enjoy our projects today. At least I sure hope you will. And today we just announced, or Stampin' Up! Just announced, that there is going to be 15% off annual catalog stamp sets on Wednesday only, one day only. So it's a flash sale, which I'm excited about because there's actually some stamps that I have been itching to get and just haven't taken the time to get them. So I believe they're just annual catalogs. I don't think they count. The discount will work for the online exclusives, but that's just a couple of sets that are out there. Does it include the bundle? No. So I would have to do the math to tell you if it's better or not. This this is really good for like sets that either aren't bundled. I think it's, well, I don't, we could do the math really quick. Okay, hold on, let me grab a catalog. Okay, so let's do some math. All right, so let's see, bundle. Goodness, I'm not even on bundle pages. Here we go. Okay, time together. I get out my Creativity Cave pen. Okay, so the time together bundle is normally $47.50, and if you bought the items separately, they would be $17 plus, oh, I gotta go to the other page, page 160, hold on. I'm just pulling a random card out, or a random example out. 33. So it would, wait, I'm doing this wrong. Okay, so carry the 150. It is not cheaper in the bundle. The bundle's cheaper. That's just one example. So I don't know. You can do the math. Okay, here, I'm going to try one more. 23. I'm going to try the Countryside Corners bundle. So that's $45.75. And the dies are on page 156. Have any of you guys done the math on this? so we can see if I'm just crazy. Okay, 28. All right, so hold on. So 23 times 1955 plus 28 is 47.55. Yeah, it's still cheaper to buy the bundle. It's because usually the dies are so much more expensive than the stamp sets for the most part. So the discount isn't as impressive. However, where it really comes in handy is on bundles that are no longer bundled. So for instance, the sweet citrus that used to be a bundle, but their bundle discount retired with the occasions catalog. So the that would be a good example, or standalone stamp sets. So for instance, something like Marvelous Nature, this is a standalone stamp set. This would be a good one to get because it's not part of a bundle. So yeah. Okay, I'm just looking. So generally, I would say bundles, in the two examples I did, bundles are less expensive than if you bought them individually priced. So, okay, but there's lots and lots of standalone stamp sets in the catalog. Like my personal favorite, the Just My Type. That set is an individual stamp set. It's not part of a bundle. Another thing is, like, if you don't want the bundle, but I can't imagine an example of a bundle I wouldn't actually want the bundle on. So anyway, yeah, so that is happening on Wednesday all day. And I think there's some good sets. I will post a list on my Facebook business page of sets that I think are good ones to get that are like standalone stamp sets. Actually, I can tell you one right now. It's one that I really, really like. Do I have it handy? Yes, I do. It's a reversible stamp set. It's called Enchanted Butterfly, and this is a really great stamp set, and it's a standalone set. Actually, I wish there were dies that went with it because that would kind of rock. But this is a really great set that is a standalone set. It's a reversible, meaning you can use both sides of the photopolymer, and it creates really beautiful images. Another one, and this happens to be a reversible one too, but when I thought of it, it reminded me of this, and that is the sea turtle, because that's a reversible set as well. I really like that one. And then we have some background stamps. We've got a bunch of really cute sets that are individual. For instance, there's a set called Wild and Sweet, and then there's a new set called Sweet and Precious. Those are the animals, like the panda bear and the koala. That is one set. And then there's the new one, has the giraffe and the penguins. Those are so sweet. And then there's another one, I think it's called Super Cool. It's kind of an 80s throwback, a little bit 80s-ish. And then there's there's some sets I want to get. There's a set called Stamped with Love, and it has the Stampin' Up! Angel Policy stamp in it. There's also, I think Sherry just said the one I was thinking too, the pizza one, the pizza guy. Is that the name of that? I think. Here's one I just got. Beside Me, which has a bunch of masculine-y. I'll just show you the set. It's got a nice saying sentiments. I want to say it's masculine, but I don't know if that's the right terminology. It's got pictures of men, which are nice for making cards for men. Also, this wasn't even on my radar, but I've seen some really cute projects with it, and that's Construction Zone for like little boy cards. I know somebody who's really into construction stuff. That would be Whitney's little boy, and so I don't know if she knows about that stamp set. I should ask her because I think she would like it. This one I really want as well, called Everlasting Beauty. This one is so awesome for watercoloring, and you know I'm a big fan. We're gonna watercolor today, so yay. So anyway, there's lots of sets. Okay, I'm done talking about that. So anyway, that was just announced this afternoon, and watch for this. I'll be sharing more information about it. But first, I wanted to flip my camera around and share with you some things that have come in my mailbox because I think you're gonna like them. I've got some really cute projects. By the way, here's my math on a scrap of cardstock, because where else would you do math? Okay, so I'm gonna flip my camera around. All right. Oh, also, I gotta tell you this before I flip my camera around. This is funny. Sorry. So a lot of times before I go live, you guys are gonna love the story. A lot of times before I go live, I put on music, and I have a playlist called Rockin' Out, which are like some of my favorite songs, right? So I was trying to get ready for my live, and literally at 4 o'clock, I really was not sure what I was going to do. And here we are, it's 5, and I had to be ready. So I put my music on, and I was, kind of dancing around in my office. And my husband came down the stairs, and I didn't see him at first. And so that was just like, surprising. And so I was embarrassed. And then I told him I needed a hug because I was embarrassed that I was dancing around. Like, he saw me dancing, because I thought, it's okay to rock out when you're by yourself, but when other people see you, that's not good. So then I was grooving even more, and Carl comes into my office because he was saying goodbye because he had to work tonight. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And he was laughing at me because I was really kind of boogieing. I'm pretty sure he came in and my face, I was turned the other direction. So I was kind of shaking my booty, and like, that's not what you want your teenage boy to see. But anyway, that happened right before I went live today. I thought you guys would like that story. Can you get a demonstration? Absolutely not. Too many people have already seen me dancing. No one else needs to see this. So anyway, I thought you guys would find that amusing. All right, now I'm gonna flip my camera around. It's, I'm just trying to get in the mood for stamping. Okay, hold on, I gotta grab one thing. Okay. So, first off, these are some cards that I've received in the mailbox in the last couple of weeks. And they're so pretty. And I also have this box, which we'll talk about here in a minute. But look at this pretty card. This one was from Brenda, who's on my team, and she's just the best. She sends me cards pretty often, and I feel so honored that she thinks of me. So thank you so much, Brenda. I really appreciate it. Look at this fun one. This was from a set that, as you probably know, was retired a year or two ago, but I love it. And it is a really cute thank you card from Pamela. So I really appreciate that. And doesn't this just make you happy? So bright and happy and cheerful. And here's one from Sherry. This is so sweet. Sherry, I saw you, Sherry. She is on my team and sent me this cute little anniversary card with a really sweet message on it. So thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate that so much, because it was our anniversary 3 weeks ago, I guess now. Then look at this beautiful card. This is some embossed vellum, and it's just gorgeous. And this is from Wendy, who said thank you for, she was one of our swap participants from our catalog kickoff. I love this card, Wendy. I really do. Thank you. Here's another really pretty one. This is from some celebration paper from a few years back, and this is just a gorgeous card from Tammy. She did, what do you call it? Emboss resist. Well, it's sort of emboss resist. she sponged color on this paper that does the resist. So thank you so much. Here's another beautiful card from the strawberry. I think the strawberry punch, by the way, is in the clearance rack. At least it was a few days ago. So if you don't have that, it's pretty awesome. The stamp set has been retired, and we had some berry paper for celebration a little while back. But this is a card from Lori. She's like, I'm sorry, I'm sending my May cards out with June. Lori, no worries, because it's July and I'm finally showing it. So no problem. Thank you for thinking of me. I appreciate it. Cards are happy mail whenever it comes. Here's another really pretty card. This is from Ruth, who is on my team, and she won a bundle at our team meeting not long ago. So she sent me this, and this die is from the bundle that she won. So that's pretty fun. I really like that card too, by the way. Oh, my favorite paper. This is the beautiful paper. And this is, you guys, this is from Carol, who's just the sweetest. She is a very, very avid participant in my Sending Sunshine and Rainbows Facebook group. And she sent me this card a little late, but thank you. It does, like I said before, it does not matter. And I really appreciate you thinking of me, Carol. That's so sweet of you. Here's another really cute card, and isn't this so fun? So that's a really cute fun fold. This is from Branda, who's on my team as well, and she's just the sweetest. She sure knows the way to my heart, which is with these fun, happy colors, and of course rainbows. You know I'm a sucker for rainbows, but I loved how this turned out. And then this is a card, I don't think I showed this before. This is from Mary, and there was a corresponding box. I say was because it's gone now. And it had all kinds of Oreos in it. And let's just say they were well loved pretty quickly here at my house. So thank you so much, Mary, for sending that for my birthday. I really appreciate this. And look at this pretty card. That's from a paper pumpkin from a couple months back. So very, very fun. Yeah, those Oreos are long gone. Then this box came, a couple weeks ago. And like I said, I've been waiting to show this before I dove into it. But like I said, I might have snuck one already. But this was just the sweetest. So Lynn sent this to me, and I love the card, by the way. It's so cute. That little fun fold pocket. But okay, she said, as a fellow recovering Diet Coke junkie and as someone who may have a direct Tivana connection, sending some joy your way. So Lynn, bless her heart, sent me this box, and I literally squealed when I opened it. Inside are all kinds of peach things. I love peach stuff. But so like there's some sanitizing wipes, which are so cute. Some juicy peach beach brightening peach face mask. I actually really want to use that like right now. Look at this. Some Lily's peach rings. So fun. She found a peach Kleenex. Who can do all that? It's amazing. Some mango. We won't judge. High chews. Carl's already like, can I have those? Like, we'll see. And then look at this. Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper. Yay. So I'm excited to try that out. I love the color. But here's what's so glorious, you guys. This is the Tivana. I mentioned this a while ago. This is, while it does not have caffeine in it, it is my favorite tea. And they discontinued it. And they did not, like, warn a girl. And bless her heart, she sent me all these packets. So I have a bunch of tea, and I'm so, so grateful. I'm going to, like, ration these out. But, oh my gosh, you 100% made my day. And thank you so, so much, Lynn. How sweet was that? And look at this box. Don't you think it just needs to be decorated? I think I need to do something with it. We'll have to see what I can come up with. But thank you all so much for those beautiful cards. I really, really appreciate the sentiments and the thoughts that went into them. Thank you. All right, a few announcements. It is It is July, and I've got 2 classes this month. The Trucking Along online class with my friends Barb and Kelly, excuse me. We're going to make a card with this bundle. A little birdie told me that the stamp set's back in stock today. I have not checked, but I believe it is, if in case you've been wanting to get it. If it's not, I do have some. I ordered a few bundles for my class. And if you would like to get one, I think I've just got a few left. So you can register for this. I've sent the email out with it, but if you need the registration link, just drop me a message and I will send it to you. Like, drop me an email, I should say. My second class is the Inked and Tiled Creativity to Go. We're also going to make a card with this one today. This set has been a slow burn for me. And what I mean by that is I loved the stamp set, but I thought the punches were weird, if that makes sense. I know that sounds terrible. I liked them, but I wasn't sure they went together, if that makes sense. However, having worked with this to make my class, I am a believer now. I'm not a quilter, even though these for sure look like quilting pieces to me. I love this bundle, and I've had so much fun playing with it, and my class is really top-notch. I think you'll enjoy it. And both of those classes, of course, will be featured on our Stamp Happy Academy website. If you are not a subscriber, I hope you'll join us because it is an amazing group. Also, we are live. In fact, I think I might be live tomorrow. I got to check my calendar. But we do 3 lives a month if you are a premium or a live only subscriber. And those lives are geared towards helping you stamp quicker, easier, and better, I guess. They help you make the best of your precious crafting time by teaching you colors, techniques, and card layouts to make everything go easier. I also have a subscription that I do, a subscription box, and this is one of my very favorite things to do. It's kind of like Paper Pumpkin, only like a billion times better. No offense, Paper Pumpkin's wonderful, but this is like Paper Pumpkin on steroids. This month, our box is going to feature creative ways to use background stamps. So I just put a few background images on here, but we're going to do all kinds of really fun things with background stamps. If you have background stamps and you're not sure what to do with them, this is definitely the subscription box for you. You can cancel at any time. You do need to subscribe by July 31st to get this box, which will ship in August. And if you are a current subscriber, our boxes are going out, I hope, yet this week. I'm Stampin' Up's been a little slow in the shipping department, so I'm hoping everything will get here. But we've got our stuff ready to go. So when it comes in, we're shipping them out. Anyway, as mentioned, I don't have a printout for this just because it happened just this afternoon. But we have 15% off of stamp sets from the annual catalog on Wednesday the 19th. And it's one day only, so you can take advantage of that opportunity. And when you spend $50 in my online store, you'll also get the Earth and Elegance All-Star Video Class Bundle, which are 12 amazing project tutorials that include videos, photos, and dimensions in both English and metric units. So whatever kind of paper you use, we've got you covered. And then finally, don't forget Friday Fun. I am loving this series, you guys. We've had 3 weeks of Friday Fun so far. So come on back on Friday and we will make some more fun projects. This is a series. So Friday, roughly at 5. I was a little late this past week because I got distracted by children and something else happened Friday. I can't remember. But anyway, it was a busy day. So join us Friday right here on my YouTube channel. It's not live typically. I'm not saying it won't ever be, but they're pre-recorded, generally speaking, and it's a lot of fun. So anyway, there you go. We are going to get started with a project featuring that inked and tiled bundle that I mentioned. So I've got, I'm kind of going to show off the in colors here with this card, and we're going to fold our card base in half of Pebbled Path. I've taken a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of Pebbled Path and embossed it with the exposed brick embossing folder, which I love. And then I'm going to take, and actually, let's see. This is something we sort of stumbled on. So Stampin' Up! Has a new kit with 3 new attachments for your Take Your Pick tool. Okay, so I'm going to unscrew my tacky thing, and I'm going to screw in this piece, which maybe we should put the safety on. There we go. And this is like a perforating tool. So for instance, let's see here. Give me one sec. You can take and perforate stuff. I just need a scrap. There we go. So I'm gonna pull the safety guard down, and then I'm gonna run this across. Okay, and then it creates a little perforation, which you can use as like a background element, or you can create like a ticket that will rip off of a card or a bookmark or something to that effect. So it's a really fun little tool. But that's actually not the one actually it is the one I wanted to show you, because the other thing we discovered is that it also does a good job distressing things. So we used to have a distressing tool that looked kind of like this. It was a little different, but we found that you can kind of distress your paper with this, and it's a little safer than, say, the way I do it is I open up my snips and then I go like this, but then I've got 2 blades like gallivanting around. That's not always a good idea, but this will do the job as well. And you kind of even just fit it in between those little grooves, and then this distresses your paper. So I'm just going to do a little distressing, not like a ton, but there we go. All right, now I'm going to adhere this to my card like so. It does create a little bit of dusty, linty paper, whatever, so just be aware of that. Okay, so I'll attach this to my card base. All right, and then I'm going to take some scraps, and we're going to stamp some of the different images from the inked and tiled bundle. Just love this. I've always loved pressed flowers. I've done pressed flowers before in leaves in books, but I really like what they've done with this set. It's just super pretty. So I'm going to start with copper clay, and on my copper clay cardstock, and I was messing around, so let me clean this really quick. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take and stamp my flower on here, and then I'm going to use both of the punches that come in this bundle, and actually I got to stamp this a little higher up so I can center this, and then we'll punch it out. So isn't that pretty? I think that's a quilting something. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know these things. Then I'm going to take wild wheat. I don't know if I told you guys this. This is like one of those things that you're, let's see, what do you call that? When you like something, an unpopular truth. I like wild wheat ink and paper. I think it's kind of pretty. But I know not everybody feels that same way about wild wheat, but I will try and convince you of its awesomeness. I just got to find my other punch. So the bundle comes with 2 punches. So we've already done the star. So now we're going to do the X. I'm sure there's a name for this in the lingo, but look, see, they fit together like puzzle pieces, which is pretty cool. Okay, then I've got some Moody Mauve, And we're going to stamp with this. Get rid of our wheat. And for that, I'm going to do this flower. And once again, punch it with the star. And look at how it fits. All right, and then finally, I'm going to use my Boho Blue. And let's see, where did my stamp go? Here we are. I've got this big floral image. I just want the flowers at the top. I don't really care about the rest. So I'll stamp that and then punch this. And you can kind of choose, you know, like, do you want both flowers? Do you want one flower? Does it matter? And then we'll punch that. And there we go. Now that's all wonderful, right? But wait, there's more. Okay. So I just needed to grab my scrap of Very Vanilla. Now I'm going to take my Very Vanilla piece and I'm going to stamp my sentiment, and I'll do that in Pebbled Path ink. And this stamp set comes with several sentiments. I'm choosing a kind of just a line one versus, like, I'll show you. Oh, I did that again. Just a note. So there's like just a note, congratulations, and lots of love, and then the others are like two words stacked. I want just a single word. Okay. And then what I'm going to do with my punch is I'm going to fit it in there like that and punch it out. Okay. Now I don't want the rest of this, so I'm just going to trim these pieces off. So the top and the bottom. I'm just going to trim that off, and then look at that little thing I've got. Okay, so that's going to go on my card. All right, let's put all this together. So as mentioned, we did this stuff with our card at the start. And let's take and maybe kind of do a little, what do you call it? Distressing. Okay, so I just kind of went around and distressed. I'm going to repeat that for each piece. And you don't have to do a ton, just a little. In fact, I don't even want a ton on here. I want just a little touch so that you can see that, you know, it's not completely flat. It's got a little dimension to it. All right. And, ooh, yeah, that was a good one. There we go. And this one. Okay, so there we go with that. All right, now I'm going to adhere all of these on here, just in a line. And I'll kind of just position them on here. Like so. You could even pop up a couple of them if you wanted. Leave them all kind of plain going across. That actually looks to be lined up pretty good. I just want to make sure it's not going. I used to be a high school biology teacher. And sometimes when I wrote on the chalkboard, my writing would kind of go like... I was also short. That did not help things. Okay, so we've got all of this on here. Now I want to take from my Baker's Twine Essentials pack. I actually have some Baker's Twine. I don't know if it's what color it's actually labeled as, but it is going to work with this. I thought about doing vanilla, but I think this will work nicely as well. Okay. Okay, so oh my goodness, there's some sort of puppy ruckus happening upstairs. I'm not sure what's happening, but it sounds like fun is being had. I don't know if you guys saw, I posted a picture of our puppies. We were driving yesterday and they kind of fell asleep heads on top of one another, and it was so cute. Oh my gosh. So I shared that picture on Facebook, and oh, it just melted my heart. Okay, that is a very poorly tied bow, but let's see if we can fix it. I shouldn't say it's poorly tied, it's just poorly arranged. There we go. Okay, so like I said, it's a little lighter, and I think technically this is like basic gray or smoky slate colored twine, but it's kind of a, I like to call it a crossover color, meaning it will work with multiple colors. Okay, and then I'm going to scooch this down just a little bit. And then we're going to add our sentiment over the top, and it's just going to be so pretty. I love this one. And in case you were wondering, I'm not quite done with this yet. Actually, maybe I'll hold my sentiment off until I do this next part. So I thought it would be fun to take one of our markers. This is my favorite thing to do with markers. So I've got my pebbled path, and I'm just going to flick it or spritz it. Ooh, nice. So you can see there's some little spritzy marks on there. And then I'm also going to take and spritz this with my Clear Wink Estella. Now for that, I am going to place my sentiment on here because I don't mind if my Stella gets on here. So then let's put the guard up on this. There we go. I'm just going to smack it against something. In this case, my Take Your Pick tool. And then as you can see, there's all kinds of gorgeous shimmer happening. How fun is that? So this is just a really cool design with these punches that kind of fit together like puzzle pieces. And I think you can do this in lots of different color combinations. This just happened to work with the in colors. You could stamp all kinds of different things on these dies, or I'm sorry, punches. So this really will work with the Inked and Tiled stamp set and with lots of other sets. So I think it's really fun. So there we go. Okay, so there we go. All right, there we are. So first card. All right, our next card, let me just get this. Oh, wait, there's more. We're not done yet. We got to put something on the inside. Okay. So I've got a 5 1/8 by 3 7/8 inch piece of cardstock. And so I'm just going to kind of mirror what I have on the front of the card by stamping these images along here as well. I should have done this like while I was kind of prepping, but that's all right. The front of my card. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go down the line. With these for the inside of my card. Okay, now this was, as you might have noticed, kind of a weird measurement. So I thought I would layer it on a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 vanilla. But first, we're going to do a little distressing because you know that's going to look good. And we could also spritz this card, or the inside of this card as well. Okay, but I love just adding a little bit of that distressing, and then I'm going to layer it on this plain piece of vanilla, and I just think that makes it look fancy. Okay, and then I'm going to take quickly and spritz that. I did it kind of light this time. So I just got a little teeny bit of the spritzing. All right. So there you go. Now she's done. And you could add a different sentiment, like I had just a note on the front, and we could add like a thank you. Actually, I will add a thank you to this, or you could add happy birthday, whatever you want. So I'll just kind of tuck that right in there. Oh, that was awful crooked, wasn't it? And so you might be thinking, well, what would she do to fix that? Let me show you what I would do. I would take my scrap, stamp that thank you one more time, and punch that baby out nice and neat. Boom. And then I could even stamp a little of that on there, stamped off a couple times. And then look at that. It will hide my crooked one oh so well. How many, raise your hand if you have done this before. Punches are such a good way to cover up your mess ups. So there we go. Perfect. Okay, now we're done. All right, so that was our first card. Our second card, as mentioned, is with the Trucking Along bundle. Oh, so cute. Just so cute. And we're gonna combine this adorable set, and what I love about it is it's really all season. So I'm going to start with a crumb cake card base. Let's get rid of this so you can see a little better. Got to take a sip of my emotional support water. That's what Whitney calls her water bottle, her emotional support water bottle, which cracks me up. Okay, so I just have a crumb cake card base. And then I've got a piece of crushed curry, and I want to stamp on this with a background stamp. So I've got the Rays of Light. I believe that's the name of this. Yes, Rays of Light background stamp. And we're going to ink this up. And I think I'm going to use crushed curry ink, but we're going to stamp off a layer of it. I don't want it to be overpowering on my card because the focus is going to be the truck. This is just a little bit of a background. So what I'm going to do is take my background, or my scrap paper here, to stamp off a layer of ink like so. And then what's left is much lighter. Okay, and I'm going to put this down, and then I'm going to use my favorite tool, which is just a clear block, and I call this a rubber. Okay, because I'm going to rub this across, and voila, I have an, oh, that's pretty light. I think I might have taken off more ink than I wanted. There, you're a little quicker about it. Let's try that one more time. I stamped off so much ink that there wasn't enough left for this. I hope this works because there's only two sides to this piece of paper, and if it doesn't, we're going to have to cut another piece. Oh, glorious! This is exactly what I was hoping for. Okay. So do you see how nice that was? See here, I stamped off too much ink, but when I just quick stamped it down, then I got this. I could have also used Versamark, but sometimes Versamark is almost too light, and I wanted to make sure that we could for sure see it. All right, so let's get rid of this. Okay. Now, I want to set this aside. Now let's do our stamping. We're going to use the truck, and we're going to do a little watercoloring because ever since I've seen this stamp set, I've been itching to watercolor. So because I'm going to watercolor, I want to use my Stays On Black ink, which I had, here we go. I was going to say, which I know I had out here. And I'm also grabbing my Pierce mat because I have kind of a rough work table surface. I want to make sure I get a good impression. So I've just got a little piece of watercolor paper here. I'm going to stamp that down in my black StazOn, because we're going to watercolor, so we want to use StazOn so that the ink doesn't bleed. And then we also have what I love about this set so much. If I can show you, is that, well, first of all, it's got some really sweet little sentiments, but then it's got all kinds of different things that you can stamp in the background. So, or in the back of the truck, not the background, the back of the truck. So we've got a Christmas tree or an evergreen tree. We've got some daisies or sunflowers. We've got a regular tree. We've got a bench. These aren't necessarily for in the back of the truck, sorry. We've got pots of flowers, and these are 2 steps, so you can stamp them really nice and easily. We've got presents. We've got a palm tree, which includes, by the way, a beach ball and a surfboard, so that's super fun. So lots of options. And then I love the 2-step with all of these pieces as well. So all good things. I love that park bench too, by the way. Or a fence, actually, I guess. It could be either. All right, so anyway, I've got my truck stamped. I want to also add the palm tree in the background. Okay, so I'm going to ink that up with my StazOn as well, and we're just going to stamp it right over the top of the truck like that. Perfection. And then we are going to get to watercoloring. Now, one thing I love about this is the punch has not only the truck itself, but it's got the wheel wells, and then I think this is the windshield, or yeah, window. But anyway, there's also this little circle here. Now, some people might think that's for the tires. You can think that if you want. But what if it was something you could just punch a circle from? Oops. And have a circle, which you could maybe use as the sun. That's my plan, anywho. Okay, so I want to watercolor these. So for that, I'm going to bring in a scrap of paper. I'll change this up so it's not a mess. And I'm going to take my water painter and some, a few different ink pads. Of course, I've got crushed curry, smoky slate, real red, old olive, and Coastal Cabana. Now I kind of want a vintagey, retro-y feel to this, so I'm going to start with my old olive, and I squeezed my ink pad to the lid, and I'm just going to pick up some of this color. Got a little bit of water here as well. Okay, there we go. So we're going to color in that palm tree on here. And I want there to be lighter and darker areas. So I'm going to kind of come in and done a little bit of the lighter, kind of a wash, and then I'm adding a little bit of darker on there, and that looks great. I also want to take and put one little section of my beach ball is old olive. And what I love, this is kind of the medium-sized brush in our water painters, and what I love about it is that it's just the medium. So there's a bigger, finer point one, and then there's also there's a smaller, finer point one, and a much bigger wash brush for this. Okay, next up, I'm going to take some of my crushed curry. We'll give that a squeeze, and we'll pick up some color on here as well. And I'm going to color in my surfboard with this. as well as one of the little sections of my beach ball. Maybe we'll go over here. Okay. Then I'm going to add just a little darker color to the bottom side of that board, just for interest. So there's kind of some lighter and darker areas. Okay, so that looks good. Let me grab my rag. All right. Next up, close that because I think we're done with it. I'm going to put some Coastal Cabana on here. And I'm going to put a little on my beach ball. Right there. And then I'm also going to really water this down so I get a really light shade. And then I'm going to color that window. So it's just a really light color. Okay. Then here comes the piece de resistance. We're going to do the truck in real red, and I love this. Okay, so I want my wheels or wheel whatevers to be darker red. Okay, and then like kind of the body of the truck can be a little bit lighter, and we'll add some darker areas. And I also think it's totally okay if you don't cover every single square inch of this. So like I'm leaving a couple little areas of clean space. I'm also going outside the lines a little bit, all okay. That just adds to some of the interest. Now on this line and on the different lines, I'm just going to go over with darker paint or ink, like so. And then we're going to do that second wheel well nice and dark, so it's, you know, much darker than the rest of the truck. Also, any Twilight fans out of here? Because this reminds me of Bella's truck. Bet you haven't thought about that in a while until I brought it up. Okay, so there we go. Really fun. And the water just kind of spreads out a little bit. Oh, so cute. Okay, so that's good. Then we're going to do a little bit of smoky slate for the wheels. Now when you're switching colors, you want to make sure it's not like reddish smoky slate. And I'm being pretty careful to not bleed into the wheel wells. Okay, so I'm just going over that whole thing, and then if you want to put a little on the front and rear fenders, you can. Again, I'm not staying in the lines. We're going out, and I don't even care. I'm also going to take some of this kind of a lighter shade, and I'm just going to go on the bottom so that my truck is not free floating in midair. Okay. And oh, I need just a scotch more red because we're going to color the last little section of our beach ball. Ooh, that was too wet. With some real red. I kind of got outside the lines there as well, but it's okay, we don't care. Okay, now I'm going to come back to my Coastal Cabana. And I'm going to make sure that my brush is nice and clean. And I'm going to pick up that really watered down light Coastal Cabana. And then I'm going to kind of color the background in. And I'm not worried about it being completely perfect. We're just adding some color to the background. And what this is going to do is really make everything pop. By the way, I don't know if I made this clear. This is Fluid 100 watercolor paper. This will not work on cardstock. Okay, and you can see I touched a little bit there, but again, we're not even going to worry about it. All right, so there we go. Things don't have to be even in the sky, but look at how everything just kind of pops when you add that little touch of Coastal Cabana. Now remember, we punched out a circle. We want to color our circle in to be a sun. So one more time, I'm going to really make sure my brush is clean, because we don't want a green sun. That's something else. Something not so good. So I'm going to put some crushed curry on here. And again, it's not perfectly even, and that's fine. We're going to give that a minute to dry. Okay, ooh, I got a drip of water on here. Let's take care of that. All right. Now, next up, we have some really fun little sentiments that come in this set. So, sending you sunny thoughts. So I'm going to take my crushed curry, and I'm going to ink up Sunny Thoughts, which, by the way, is in a different font. Okay, so crushed curry on the Sunny Thoughts, and then I'm going to take my StazOn, and I've got a little scrap of Fluid 100 paper. That's roughly 3/8 of an inch. And I'm going to ink up Sending You. I'm going to ink that up one more time because StazOn dries really quick. And we're going to stamp that on here like so. Voila. Sending you sunny thoughts. So cute. Okay, so we've got this, just, if I can say, ridiculously cute card here. And we've got our sun, our little sunshine background, and I can't decide if I like it this way or if I like it the other way. But I know for sure I want to punch this with my Banners Pick-a-Punch. And we'll just kind of punch that down. And we could just put it right down there or right over here. Ah, I think I like it there. Okay, and then we still have our sun too. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to my card. I think I like it horizontal. Like that. And then, oh, did I distress this? Because I meant to. I'll just fingernail distress quick. That works if you've got nails, right? Which I do, thankfully. Okay, I want to pop this part up. And I think I'm going to take a little bit of my Essentials Baker's Twine pack, because there is a crumb cake version of this. Of course, you could also use linen thread, but since we have this out and it coordinates, we're totally going to go for it. Okay, so I'm going to leave kind of a 6 or so inches, 8 maybe inches on the one end. We're going to wrap it around twice, and then I'm going to tie a bow on here. I'll try one more time to tie a bow. I know we can do it. I believe in us. Okay. So this is just, the set is just so stinking dang cute. And the punch and all the things, it's just adorable. So I love how Stampin' Up! Put this together. They were thinking. Now, I've had a few people ask me if this matches the old Loads of Love stamp set from years back. No, it does not. This truck is much smaller. So it does not coordinate with the punch at all, in case you were wondering. Okay, so there's that kind of popped up. Just scooch this bow up a little bit. My idea was that it's kind of going across the corner, which is working out just wonderfully here. Okay. And then sending you sunny thoughts. So I think what I'm going to do is put a dimensional back here, and I'm going to kind of, I haven't done this in a while, I'm kind of just wiggling my sentiment to kind of distress it also. And then we'll stamp that right there, and we'll put a little, or not stamp it, adhere it right there, pop it up, and we'll stick that down right there, and we'll trim off the excess. So cute. I mean, seriously. And then, let's see here. We'll trim my baker's twine just a touch. And let's add some embellishments to this. I think these pastel gems are probably kind of perfect for this. Oh wait, our sun. We got to throw that up there. So I'm just gonna attach that with a glue dot. Ah, Judy, you had my back. Thank you. Okay, so there's our sun. And then let's take and use my take your pick tool. And we're going to put a couple of these pastel gems. I love these because they kind of coordinate with a lot of different colors. Just trying to decide where I want to put them. What if we could even put one in each of these tire spots? Maybe we don't need that at all. No, I'm feeling like we don't need that one at all. Okay, but I forgot to take my black marker out because I wanted to color my tires in a black marker. And again, just like my watercoloring, I'm not covering every square inch of those tires. I'm just making them black. Okay. So there you go. How cute is that? Just super fun. So I really think this set is going to be a lot of fun to work with. I think you're going to love the class. We've got lots of ideas for you. I'm also noticing that the frame around my truck window wasn't quite colored, so let's get a little bit more color on there. That's what I love about watercoloring, is you can just add whatever you need and you're good to go. Oh, isn't that adorable? Okay, so I hope I've sold you on this bundle, and the class really is going to be amazing. All right, now I've got one more project that I wanted to share with you, and this is a little bit of a selfish one. I say selfish because I wanted to, I got this kit and I wanted to use it. So this is the Boho Beach card kit, which came out, a month or so ago. There's actually a newer one, and I have it, and I haven't used it yet. I've opened it up, but I can't remember what I did with it. It's somewhere. But long story short, I'm not sure what I did with it. And I think I was showing the girls, and then I forgot about it. So I haven't even opened this one. So I really wanted to make these cards with you, and I believe they're going to be nice and easy. So one of the things I love about our kits is that everything's included, and it comes with instructions. Some of them have stamps, some of them do not, but they're really nice and easy to use. So we're going to make these 2 cards real quick from this kit. And what I love about this is such a fun summery project, and it's easy. 2 of the best things. So if you are in the mood to stamp but don't have any inspiration, maybe this is probably the perfect kit for you, because you can stamp without having to really think too much about it. So I love the projects, by the way. They're really cute. So everything's included, so we need to pull out what we need. So we've got 1 of each envelope. Well, I guess the envelopes are the same, so 2 envelopes. 1 of this card base, which is really fun, by the way, and then 1 of this card base. This, to me, and I'm pretty sure I am speaking in turn by saying this paper was designed by them doing like a paint pour, like acrylic paint pouring, and then they photographed it and turned it into this. So I think that's very cool. I'm almost 100% sure that that's how they did this. Now we've got all the die cut. These are like laser cut pieces. So one of our cards, we're going to need this umbrella, which is so cute. And then we're also going to need 1 of the smaller leaves. And then we're going to need this little label tag thing. And we're going to need this for the other one. And the bigger one of these for the other one. And the chair for the other one. And then the leaves for that one. Okay, so I think I've got all the pieces I need. Oh wait, I need 1 of these also. Okay, so here again, can I just say, wild wheat, love it. And if you don't, that's okay. We won't judge too much. I'm just kidding, we won't judge at all. All right, so I'm gonna start with this card. This is going to be the chair one. So I'm going to take, and so like what I love is this tells you all the things you need. All right, so we're gonna need our little stamp set, which by the way, the stamp set's really cute too. So we're gonna stamp enjoy your day. The other sentiment in here is sit back and relax. So I love that. Now it comes with a block. I'm not gonna use it though, because I'm just gonna use my regular blocks. And I really have made quite a good mess back here. Okay, so I love it. Sit back and relax. Get it? It's a chair. It's perfect. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this. Now it also comes with a pecan pie Stampin' Spot. Since I have an ink pad of that, I'm just going to use that because it's easier than opening my spot at this moment. Okay, so I'm going to stamp sit back and relax on here. Like so. Then I'm also going to need the leaf. And by the way, our card goes like this. So I'm going to stamp one of these big leaves. And I really like this leaf stamp, by the way. I literally would get this kit just for the leaf. I'm just saying. Okay, because that's really cool, isn't it? And then I'm going to add this colored leaf, which is kind of a mirror of it. And it comes with these cute little dots. So I'm going to take, and these dots are so awesome, especially if you have a take your pick tool, because you just pop the dots off and then pull off the little backing with your take your pick tool. They come right off. And these little babies kind of stick pretty good. Just going to tell you that right now. Okay, so we've got that. And then we also have our little, this thing. And that's going to get popped up with dimensionals, which they have lovingly included in this kit as well. So we'll put 2 of those on here. Okay. Oh, and I also, actually, before I do that, I also need this little speckly stamp. And we're going to stamp some speckles on here too. Like so. And I might do a little more just so they show up. Okay, so we'll add that. And then we're going to take and tie some linen thread, which comes in our kit as well. And where did my sentiment go? Oh, heavens. I stamped it. Ah, there we go. Okay, so we're going to take and tie a little bit of this twine on here. It says 7 inches, or I guess this is linen thread. So I think I'm going to put a dot on here, pull the backing off, and then our linen thread is going to go right around it. And we'll wrap it around a few times and then press the other end of that into our dot. Okay, so that looks cute. And then we're going to pop this up onto our card. And then we're going to add our little chair. And that's it. So easy. Easy peasy. Okay, and then our chair can go kind of right over the top. I might readjust a couple of these things so that my chair fits a little better. But super easy. Like, I really like this. And then I'm going to kind of put my chair dots in a couple spots. You don't even need that many to really get this to stick pretty well. But I do want to make sure I'm placing them where they're going to touch something so they do stick to my card. And I could probably do another one too if I wanted, but I'm good with these 2 right here. Oh, just gotta get my back off. All right, so there's my first card. So cute. I mean, it's really easy. All right, then our other one is the one I'm really excited about, because who does not like an umbrella? I mean, that just makes everything better. Okay, so as you can tell, this looks like water crashing on a beach, which is just fun. Okay, so I'm going to take some of this. Then I am going to stamp this stamp, whatever this little thingy is. And I am going to stamp this kind of in the middle here, again with my pecan ink. Pecan pie. So I'll stamp that right about there. Okay, then we've got this little leafy guy, and we're going to, again, with the dots, see, that's what I love about this kit. You don't even need adhesive. So whether you are a brand new stamper or a seasoned professional, you can enjoy these kits because you don't need anything except a pair of scissors. This take your pick tool does help, I will admit, but it's not required. Okay, so I'm going to kind of position this so it's sort of in the middle. Okay, and then I'm also going to add my umbrella, which I love, and I'm literally putting that baby on with 1 dot because we're gonna put some other stuff on here too. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of tack that on like so. Now we're gonna use your Enjoy Your Day. Yeah, that's right. So I'll stamp that on here. like so. And then this is going to go kind of over the top like that with a couple of these. And then last but not least, we got to put a little zigzag of these on here. So it says to use 12 inches, but I am not one to measure things. So I'm just going to cut approximately 12 inches. That has completely not been measured. And we're basically creating a zigzag. Okay, so I'll take the backings off this piece. And then I'll set that down like so. And then I need to throw my little leaf on here. So I'm just going to put a dot and tuck that in as well. So super fun and easy. So these two cards come in this, or are what this kit makes, and they are really, really pretty. Coordinating envelopes, everything you need to make is included, and then you've got a really nice little stamp set left over at the end. And they even have measuring in here, so I could have like measured, but I love that everything's all included in these kits, so it's really nice. So yeah, that's available in the online store under the kits collection section. Okay, so let me show you the projects we made today. I gotta put all my kit stuff back together, but we'll worry about that later when I clean up this mess. Okay, so we made our 2 kit cards, and again, this kit is the Boho Beach kit. So we made our relax, sit back and relax card, enjoy your day card. Then we made a trucking around, sending you sunny thoughts watercolor card, which I just love. And then we made a just a note with the inked and tiled bundle, which I also love, with those new in colors. So pretty. So I hope you had fun here with me today. Don't forget, I have another video for you on Friday. And to get registered for those 2 classes, of course, the flash sale, 15% off all stamps from the annual catalog. I think the one exclusion is host sets, but that sale is happening on Wednesday. And of course, when you spend $50 or more, I have a lovely gift as a thank you for your business. And of course, I so appreciate you. If you enjoyed this video, could you give me the thumbs up? That just helps so much. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. There should be a little thing right here. And I will be back here next week. And I can't wait to stamp with you, friends. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.